Barnaby Bumble's Big Adventure. Barnaby Bumble owned a bookstore that was his whole world. It was a cozy, magical place, overflowing with tales of daring quests and faraway lands. But Barnaby was so busy with the adventures in his books he forgot to have any of his own. He'd find himself out of breath, just climbing the little ladder to reach the books on the highest shelf. One sunny morning, a new customer walked in. Her name was Pippa, and she carried a backpack that held a pair of running shoes and a shiny water bottle. "I'm searching for a book about incredible journeys," she said, her smile as warm and bright as the morning sun. Barnaby found the perfect book for her. As he passed it to her, he caught a glimpse of his own reflection in the shop's front window. He thought he looked a bit like a dusty old book himself, a little worn and a little round. Pippa returned the next day. "That book was fantastic," she exclaimed. "It's inspired me to run to the top of Sunny Hill. Would you like to join me?" Barnaby glanced at the hill visible from his window. It seemed to touch the clouds. "Oh, I don't believe I could," Barnaby stammered, his face flushing. "I'm more of a stay in and read type of person." Pippa's smile was gentle. "That's perfectly fine," she replied. "But how about we begin with something a little smaller? Perhaps a walk to the park at the end of the road?" And so they did. They took a walk to the park, and Barnaby felt the warmth of the sun on his skin and the gentle caress of the breeze. It was just a small adventure, but it was a beginning. The following day, their walk was a little longer, and the day after that, longer still. Before he knew it, Barnaby was anticipating their daily excursions just as much as he anticipated the arrival of a new book. One bright morning, Barnaby looked out at Sunny Hill. It didn't look quite so imposing anymore. "Pippa," he said with a newfound confidence, "I believe I'm ready for a grander journey." And so, Barnaby Bumble, the bookseller, and Pippa, the adventurer, made their way to the very top of Sunny Hill together. The view from the top was more breathtaking than any picture in a book, because this was a story they were creating for themselves.
Idioms and expressions. 1. His whole world, cả thế giới của anh ấy. The bookstore was his whole world. Hiệu sách là cả thế giới của anh ấy. 2. Out of breath, thở dốc. He was out of breath after climbing the stairs. Anh ấy thở dốc sau khi leo cầu thang. 3. Caught a glimpse of, thoáng thấy she caught a glimpse of him in the crowd. Cô thoáng thấy anh ta trong đám đông. 4. Before he knew it, chẳng mấy chốc. Before he knew it, the train had left the station. Chẳng mấy chốc, chuyến tàu đã rời ga. Make their way to, tiến đến, đi đến. They made their way to the top of the hill. Họ đi lên tới đỉnh đồi. Face flushing, mặt đỏ bừng. His face was flushing when she smiled at him. Mặt anh ấy đỏ bừng khi cô mỉm cười với mình. Seemed to touch the clouds, dường như chạm tới mây. The mountains seemed to touch the clouds. Ngọn núi dường như chạm tới mây. Collocations. Về sách, 1. Overflowing with tales, tràn ngập câu chuyện. The library was overflowing with tales of adventure. Thư viện tràn ngập những câu chuyện phiêu lưu. 2. Daring quests, những cuộc phiêu lưu táo bạo. Knights in the stories went on daring quests. Các hiệp sĩ trong truyện đã tham gia những cuộc phiêu lưu táo bạo. 3. Faraway lands, miền đất xa xôi. Children love reading about faraway lands. Trẻ con thích đọc về những miền đất xa xôi. Dusty old book, cuốn sách cũ bụi bặm. He found a dusty old book in the attic. Anh ta tìm thấy một cuốn sách cũ bụi bặm trên gác mái. Thiên nhiên and cảm xúc. 5. Smile as warm as the sun, nụ cười ấm áp như mặt trời. Her smile was as warm as the morning sun. Nụ cười của cô ấm áp như ánh nắng ban mai. 6. Gentle caress of the breeze, làn gió nhẹ nhàng vuốt ve. He felt the gentle caress of the breeze on his face. Anh cảm thấy làn gió nhẹ vuốt ve khuôn mặt mình. The warmth of the sun on his skin, hơi ấm mặt trời trên da. She enjoyed the warmth of the sun on her skin. Cô ấy tận hưởng hơi ấm mặt trời trên làn da mình. View from the top, khung cảnh từ trên đỉnh. The view from the top was breathtaking. Khung cảnh từ trên đỉnh thật ngoạn mục. Hoạt động and hành trình. Teen, run to the top, chạy lên đỉnh. They planned to run to the top of the hill. Họ dự định chạy lên đỉnh đồi. Daily excursions, chuyến đi hàng ngày. He looked forward to their daily excursions. Anh mong chờ những chuyến đi hàng ngày của họ. Small adventure, cuộc phiêu lưu nhỏ. The picnic felt like a small adventure. Buổi picnic giống như một cuộc phiêu lưu nhỏ. 12. Grand adventure, cuộc phiêu lưu lớn. Traveling the world was their grand adventure. Việc đi khắp thế giới là cuộc phiêu lưu lớn của họ. Cấu trúc tự nhiên. He'd find himself being. He'd find himself lost in thought for hours. Anh ấy thấy mình chìm trong suy nghĩ hàng giờ. 2. As noun. Her dress was as bright as the sky. Chiếc váy của cô sáng như bầu trời. How about going for a walk? Hay là mình đi dạo nhé? Vô. It was just, but it was. It was just a game, but it was unforgettable. Chỉ là một trò chơi thôi, nhưng nó thật khó quên. Anh yêu